The paleontology series fans requested, the ultimate sand king, Mapusaurus. If you ask a kid what the most powerful dinosaur is, the answer is almost always Tyrannosaurus rex. If you ask who else, some might mention Spinosaurus or Giganotosaurus, but you probably won't hear the name Mapusaurus. That's not surprising. Mapusaurus is a relatively young dinosaur. Not that it lived recently, but that humans have known about it for a short time. It wasn't officially named until 2006. It was named in 2006. But this latecomer holds an astonishing identity. It belongs to the carnivore family, the last known member of this giant family. In other words, it witnessed how the most successful giant carnivorous dinosaurs met their final end. Today, let's go back to South America 87 million years ago to meet this underestimated last overlord, Mapusaurus. This name comes from the language of the indigenous Mapuche people of Argentina. Mapu means of the earth, and saurus is Greek for lizard. So the name earth lizard doesn't sound as imposing as Tyrannosaurus rex, but carries a weight connected to the land. It truly deserves that weight. Fast forward to 1997, Argentine paleontologists in Patagonia discovered a significant fossil layer. In this barren rock, they found not one, not two, but at least 7 Mapusaurus skeletons buried together. These individuals included different age stages. There were adults, and there were a few young ones. This is extremely rare in the fossil record of large carnivorous dinosaurs. You might think, isn't that just 7 dinosaurs dying in the same place? What's the big deal? But you might not know that most large carnivorous dinosaurs were usually solitary. Today's large predators, like tigers and polar bears, except during mating season or with mothers and young, mostly lie alone. If 7 large carnivorous dinosaurs were buried together, the most reasonable explanation is that they lived together in life. This discovery led paleontologists to propose an exciting hypothesis. Mapusaurus may have hunted in packs like wolves. Imagine this, 7 giant predators, each weighing nearly 10 tons, coordinating attacks and flanking prey. This image would send chills down any prehistoric animal's spine, because Mapusaurus's length is estimated between 11.5 meters and 14.5 meters, with a weight around 8 to 12 tons. What does that mean? A city bot is about 10 to 12 meters long. An African elephant weighs about 4 to 7 tons. In other words, the largest Mapusaurus was longer than a bot and weighed nearly 2 African elephants. Among known carnivorous dinosaurs, it's second only to Spinosaurus and Tyrannosaurus rex, and it's on par with the well-known Giganotosaurus. They tie for 3rd place. It's worth noting that Mapusaurus is often confused with Giganotosaurus, but they are not from the same time period. Giganotosaurus appeared earlier, while Mapusaurus not only appeared later, but was larger and had a later growth cycle. They were successive rulers of South America, not rivals. Unlike Tyrannosaurus rex's thick, powerful skull with crushing bite force, Mapusaurus's skull was long and slender. Its bite force was far less than T-Rex's, unable to crush bones. But it had advantages in speed, cutting ability, and endurance. This body structure evolved specifically to hunt giant dinosaurs. Moreover, the hypothesis of Mapusaurus living in groups isn't baseless. Those 7 fossils of different ages are among the strongest cases for pack behavior in large carnivorous dinosaurs. If they fought one-on-one, who do you think would win? But size is just the beginning of its chivalry. Mapusaurus's appearance perfectly embodies the Roseae philosophy of carcharodontosauridae. Its skull was long and narrow, not thick and heavy like T-Rex's. This head structure determined its hunting method, completely different from T-Rex. T-Rex's teeth were large nails, suitable for crushing bones for a fatal blow. Mapusaurus's teeth were narrow, sharp blades, with fine serrations along the edges. These weren't for crushing bones, but for causing bleeding. When Mapusaurus bit its prey, these blade-like teeth would cut deep into the muscle, tearing blood vessels and causing massive blood loss. The prey wouldn't die immediately, but would weaken while running until it collapsed from blood loss. This slow-death hunting strategy was perfect for dealing with huge prey. In Mapusaurus's time, the Earth had some of the largest animals ever. They were the Titanosaurian giant sauropod dinosaurs. The most famous of these is Argentinosaurus. It could be over 30 meters long, weighing around 70 tons, equivalent to more than 10 adult African elephants. Standing before such a creature, even a top predator like Mapusaurus seemed small. So the question is, how does a 10-ton predator hunt a 70-ton prey? Fighting alone is impossible. Argentinosaurus could just swing its tail or body slam, and Mapusaurus would be broken and bruised. So attacking together in a group became key. We can imagine a scene like this. A pack of Mapusaurus quietly approaches a feeding Argentinosaurus. They don't attack recklessly, but spread out, flanking from different directions. Suddenly, the leader lunges at the prey's hind leg and bites down. The others immediately follow. Some attack the tail, others tear at the sides. Argentinosaurus tries to escape, but the Mapusaurus keep tearing off large chunks of flesh. Blood gushes out. This giant finally can't hold on and crashes down. It's brutal, but that's the law of nature. In Mapusaurus's time, it wasn't the only carnivorous dinosaur sharing the same land. Were 2 members of the Abelisauridae family, Allosaurus and Scorpiovenator. They were about 6 to 9 meters long, weighing 2 to 4 tons. Not small, but still a size class below Mapusaurus. What does this size difference mean? It means niche separation. Mapusaurus targeted giant prey weighing tens of tons, while Allosaurus and Scorpiovenidae were better suited for hunting medium-sized herbivores, young sauropods, or scavenging leftovers from Mapusaurus. So there was no life or death competition between them. Mapusaurus was a giant killer, while the abelisaurids were agile, medium-sized hunters. Each ate their own food and got along. But then everything changed. Mapusaurus disappeared around 87 million years ago. Its disappearance wasn't an isolated event, but the result of a massive ecological shift. First, the food base crumbled. Mapusaurus was a highly specialized predator. Its entire body, from blade-like teeth to limbs suited for long-distance pursuit, was designed to hunt giant sauropods. When these prey declined due to climate change, Mapusaurus lost its survival foundation. Like a restaurant with only one dish. When that ingredient runs out, the restaurant has to close. Second, new predators rose. As Mapusaurus declined, Abelisauridae quietly rose. They were smaller and more agile, with short, tall skulls that could withstand immense bite force, perfect for delivering a killing blow to medium prey. When the giant sauropods disappeared, the ecosystem could no longer support giants like Mapusaurus. The more energy-efficient, agile abelisaurids instead gained an advantage in this ecological reshuffle. One rises, the other falls. The outcome was clear. Finally, an era ended. Mapusaurus's extinction marked the end of the glorious Carcharodontosauridae dynasty. This family once dominated the Mesozoic, from Africa's Carcharodontosaurus to South America's Giganotosaurus. All were top predators of their time. But after Mapusaurus, no Carcharodontosauridae ever appeared again. Their Chaeterea ended. But the Earth hasn't forgotten them. The rocks preserved their bones, and scientists told their Chaeterea. And today, you've become part of that Chaeterea. Mapusaurus, the last giant, the forgotten southern overlord.